Special Olympics? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You said they cheering. In the chair.
When I'm in the chair, I'm like, oh, damn.
Just letting y'all know that the mics is hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Mics is hot.
Let's go.
You better be hot. The fuck?
It's on you.
Is that your way of saying?
It's on you.
Is that the way of saying?
That's it.
Neal, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, you ready?
Is everything recording?
It's on you.
Recording over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, is niggas even shaking off anymore? Let's get right to it.
Right,
Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just
wait,
kidding.
You ready? Let's go. Look.
I don't even know what she said, cause she formed. It's formed. And she got it gone. Like the way she formed. And she gon' perform. Go to sleep in the morning. Whoa, she don't stop it going. I don't even know what she said, but this what I hear in my head.
He lives it. He lives what I'm too. Head on the blues. Good fools that I know. So we are in this world. They'll say lies to me. They'll say lies to me. They'll say lies to me.
Okay, I really do wanna make it a day. What they making a life? Is it God that I'm paying? You tryna stay the night. You keep rubbing all on my face. Make me feel on your tight. I guess that we on the same page. Cause I'm just tryna shy. I really do wanna make it a day. What they making a life? Is it God that I'm paying? You tryna stay the night. You keep rubbing all on my face. Make me feel on your tight. I guess that we on the same page. Cause I'm just tryna shy.
He lives the fool. He lives it. He lives what I'm too. Head on the blues. Good fools that I know.
What's going on, good people? What's going on, good people? All right. You are tuning into the ShakeOff Podcast, powered by Walking Down the Avenue. Right now, you are listening to the People's Champ, DJ AyyMello, and I'm accompanied with.
Hey, that's me. I'm Ducky.
Yo, it's Nelly Goo-Wop.
Oh, you gonna buy Nelly Goo-Wop now? All right.
Oh.
I thought it was Undisputed Neal, but
Oh yeah. You know, we're just gonna play it by ear, week to week. We'll play it by ear.
Also,
I might end up going back to Undisputed Neal. I'm wilding because I forgot that I was saying that shit.
Shout out to Sun God Tay for being in the building, aka Tay Turner, aka God's creation. Go ahead, book him accordingly.
Wait, do we all wait?
Depending on the mood.
No, don't wait. I do only have one name today, and that is that.
I don't even know what she said because she was foreign.
Yeah, she was.
I didn't know I don't know what foreign to say these days, so I agree with Lil Uzi Vert.
I almost said something.
Trey said something about she was speaking French. I thought she was speaking Arabic. I ain't
hey, yo.
It's an old French song. It's like
I was just looking at the name of it, and then I heard,
Like, she could have been speaking Gang. I wouldn't even have known what she was saying because she was foreign. On a phone.
I don't. Wait, I had a moment the other day. Like, how long have y'all been carrying? We've been carrying on with. It's been a good couple years. Like, honestly, since that little lingo has been floating around.
Yeah. Right.
A couple days ago was the first time that organically out of nowhere in my head that like came out.
Yeah.
Like just out was out my mouth. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had never in my life said that before without reading it.
Baltimore
and it just came out.
It
just came out. And I was like, oh my God.
Best thing that's happened to Baltimore this year, honestly, it really put Baltimore on the map, honestly. They be like, they saying like that's how we really talk. Like I've never.
Oh, y'all British, yeah.
British.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my boy Rich, Bibbly Snip.
I about to say I can never pronounce it, yo.
Say it again.
That's my guy. I fuck with him, bro.
And then you feel me? It'd be like a lot of like content creators, they'll go by their actual handle and shit. So it'd be like,
yeah,
bro, what's your name?
That's how
like,
bad.
Don't tell me what your at is, brother.
Shit,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna just say what I know you're gonna respond to.
Yeah.
To be honest, whatever works.
But speaking of,
no, wait. Never mind. We did that, didn't we? Did we say who we are and what we are and all that good stuff? And
yeah, we did kind of, but we could get back into it.
Not really. I mean, we don't have to get back into it. Just the third one, right? This is the third one, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's
episode 3.
We are on episode 3.
1, 2, 3. Yay!
3
of them things.
3
That's
to the
so
dawn.
important.
Shout out to Mello.
Shout out to Mello.
Man, shout out to y'all. Yeah, I could
shout out to you.
I could definitely.
That was a double entendre because I said shout out to Mello. I was really talking about Carmelo Anthony.
Wow,
but shout out to Mello.
Wow. Wait, why were we talking about Carmelo?
3 to the dawn.
Oh,
Oh God.
I don't really know what you said. All right, my bad.
Yeah, but we are on episode 3 of the ShakeOff Podcast.
That's so exciting.
And this is like the last podcast of 2025. I mean, the last episode of the ShakeOff Podcast of 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, very important to note. It is December 28th now. By the time you hear this, it's going to be 2026. So happy New Year,
Happy
right?
New Year.
But
on your
that's
napkin.
crazy. So we're in a weird space because this is our 3rd episode and that is really cute, but it is literally the last Sunday of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like the year's over in a couple of days. So we're gonna reflect on that.
Yeah, let's reflect on 2025.
It's definitely been a year. I'll say that just on some general shit, but
yeah.
I mean, as far as like the club world, like, I mean, here and abroad, like it's been kind of a big year.
It's been so weird. It's a weird year.
Between like stuff that's within the culture and then just everything that's out. Like there's been a lot going on for real.
But what's been big about it?
For me, from what I've been seeing so far, honestly, like the biggest thing to me locally that I would say that has happened this year is seeing my peers and seeing people that I grew up admiring and being inspired by within this club shit being honored at the Baltimore Crown Awards.
That was lit for real.
Shout out to the Baltimore scene. Shout out to the Baltimore Crown Awards for having us. Shout out to just an amazing event. You feel me? Just showcasing Baltimore and every creative you can think of for real, and just giving us the open space to be celebrated and just being in the same space with each other. Like that was definitely a lit thing. To see people that I grew up with, within this whole thing being honored, like that was the thing. Especially like Dancing Brandon and Rip, like
that Terry damn near made me tear up a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say he got one of the biggest awards for real, like one of the biggest honors.
Award,
yeah, like shout out to Terry, yo.
That's
like
tough.
I remember, I can remember when Terry started doing the thing that he's doing now, and nobody really being on it, nobody really catching on to that shit. So it's like to see him persevere through a lot of shit and seeing all the blessings that's been coming his way, you feel me? Like, yo, that's lit. And if it's anybody, you feel me, that has been putting Baltimore Club on the map, he's one of them. We can't sit there and deny.
Sure.
We cannot deny that shit.
Like literally international.
Word.
For a long time.
I remember when Terry went the fuck off at that KOB, yo, and after that, yo, it's just he been old, but that T Squad Terry, yo, that's all I can think of. It was him and that windbreaker, yo, that shit.
What was that?
He was
4?
zapping.
That was 4.
Yeah. I think it was 4.
I think it was KOB4, where the one that McLovin won the second time.
Yeah.
But Terry was specifically a little bit more important to me, and why I was tearing up a little bit is because I think, like Metal touched on it, like we were like in the trenches as young boys, like 16, 17, like really like, man, this dancing gonna have to make a way or it's not gonna be no way. Now, granted, like I took a step back from the dancing, like where it was just like, I want this to be my life. But Terry kept going. And I was like, damn, like this, he actually made an alley for my style, the style that we do for real. So just touching on the dancers part of it, I know that was just very deep for me, just because we came kind of from the same generation.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's definitely some real shit. Trey, how you feel about this year? What's been some highlights that you came across this year as far as like club wise?
So you know me, I'm all over the place. I attended a couple of things throughout the year. Club based events actually, or club things. I went to Cinco Pate, which was S Dot's event. That was like February.
Shout out to S Dot.
Shout out to S Dot as always. That was like
he was honored.
And these are like outside of like core. I always like I'm always attending all types of different types of things, but they all seem to be, of course, Baltimore Club. I did, of course, Morphin Grids. I think this is like their third season, their third run of events. Also another pretty club-centric, future beat-centric event. The Dollar Store. I did in like May. Yeah, they bought, what is her name? Nico. I think she's based out of Memphis. She was shit. She was yeah, a few of those like Deep Sugar, of course. They'll tap into it. Those are events that kind of touch for me because it's always good to see expansion out of the core that we know. If you get what I mean. So it's like an expansion of that web. That was good for me. I missed the Crown Awards because of personal things, but I was also kind of moved by like just watching how, y'all a little bit more than me, but like how this was our life at one point. It was kind of like we were literally connected through dance, whether it be Sunroom, whether it out county,
Contrast Hall,
Era House, all kinds of. So like to see people get honored now, and for me, what touched me was really dance brand because I feel like for a long time, like it was way overdue for him to get his flowers. You know what I mean? Like he's always at least, and even for me as a dancer, like he was like I idolize dance brand. I'm comfortable enough to be like, yo, I'm honored. He's like a brother to me.
Facts.
That's something I don't really see as small. And I've told him that it's like this is crazy to think that we went from being like idolizing these people, watching these people, emulating these people, them being legends.
Yeah.
Now we get to watch them be honored. Like Terry too. Like these are all heavy hitter people. Like when I stepped into the scene, I never expected to know these people to the degree I know them now. So that was a great event. I'm hurt that I missed that, but that's always great just to see people get their flowers and the constant expansion. Also, I've enjoyed over the year like watching Jordan do his thing. He's somebody I'm always going to give him his when I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in a pivotal point in the scene where he's like both generations, and he's as opposed to picking one side, he chose to be the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll constantly back like the legends. He'll be like, yo, nah, this shit been here, da da da. But he's also like newer Gen 2, so it's like he's a perfect bridge for that. And he's doing his thing through the content, through the music. Still can shake a leg when he needs to. Like, I'm here for that.
So Ducky, what do you feel like has been like some highlights of 2025 for you as far as in the club scene?
Al Shipley's book. People tend to forget sometimes that there's a bigger thing here than just little, not little, but the parties and the stuff in the current. So understand that this year, the very first book about Baltimore Club music history was published this year. Written by the homie Al Shipley. He's a writer. Look him up if you don't know, but you won't. He writes a bunch of stuff. He writes like for Rolling Stone now. He did a lot of city paper stuff, Baltimore, like all that. Been covering music in Baltimore for decades. But he finally finished this book that he's done over like 50 interviews over the past 30 years type shit. About the club scene. and about the genre and everything from the literal beginning, and understanding that now in a time where we're coming out of projects like this and us putting together what's necessary for people to know the history of the genre and really establish our identity as a genre. The fact that now there's actually publishable information that solidifies our history and the people we know. It is that thing like I'm in it, but that's crazy. Murder Mark. I called him Murder Mark and not Mighty Mark because you feel me? Like Unruly and Pork Chop and everything IGQ, and like it really tells the whole story. So to see that and have been able to watch that happen and understand that now it is completely undeniable that Baltimore club music is a thing and a genre and all of that. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah.
No, I have a question.
What's up?
We're starting off light, which I love. I love the light shit.
I don't.
But like, what was disappointing? What was the most disappointing thing this year?
Can I answer this?
If I had to say a disappointing thing from this year,
Let's be honest.
yeah, I think
I'm trying to think. You PRing right now.
No, I'm not even that is trying to think of what I would. Because if anything, there's a lot of shit that I could say and complain about. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yet, it's just a lot of shit. Just be about personal preference on how I would even move or what I wouldn't do and shit. Like,
but that's valid though because you do that for a reason or you want it for a reason. Right?
If anything, I'm also just disappointed with a lot of the opportunist ass shit that be going on.
Right.
Like,
speak my name.
Yeah, like I just don't. I don't really like that shit. You feel me? I don't like when it's beneficial to a lot of motherfuckers to insert themselves within club shit, whether it's producers, DJs, dancers. It don't matter. Like it's been a lot of moments where it be questionable shit that people be doing, and it just be.
You're being real vague right now. I need you to narrow that.
Shit. I mean, if anything, this is definitely a topic that has been kind of hot. Prime example, this DJ Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah, because I have no clue what's going on.
I seen it when it blew up.
So, alright, so there was the thing where you had DJ Crazy and Young Leak. Y'all remember Young Leak?
Yeah.
Right. So they had a thing where they were redoing the song or whatever the case may be, right?
Okay.
Now, mind you, we all remember that BlkTrza was a part of this as well, right?
Right.
Initially, there was some type of tension with this whole shit because I don't know if anybody recall any post that you might have seen DJ Crazy or Young Lee post or whatever, but there was a post that had went out where they was kind of previewing the song or whatever the case may be and talking shit about BlkTrza, right?
Okay.
Then a couple weeks go past. They had some situation going on here where they was trying to link up with producers and shit like that, trying to, cook up some shit or whatever. Crazy was here. They put out a little post or whatever. I was at work, but I ended up seeing that shit. I think Ducky sent it to me or whatever. After that, there was a whole post about Young Leak pretty much being mad at Crazy about the whole, I guess just the whole idea of him being who he is.
Like who, BlkTrza or Young
No,
Leak?
not
Crazy?
BlkTrza. No, Crazy.
Crazy.
So pretty much Crazy being somebody that's just an opportunist that's not really from here. Leak was talking about how he was pretty much you know, from the elk of Baltimore Club or club music, whatever. And then talked about the business side of the song. Pretty much was talking about how he was trying to cut him out the business of it. You feel me? And then just insulting him. You know, shit that niggas do on social media nowadays. But it's just crazy how it, no pun intended, but it's just crazy how all that shit just spun back. You feel me? From motherfuckers wanting to cut BlkTrza out of it. Let alone these two individuals, one crazy being somebody that started getting hot off of a Philly nigga. Yeah. Then come to find out he from here. Had family here. He's from a background of a legendary DJ. So it's like he has that credibility, I guess. But then at the same time, it's like we never seen him. He's around our age.
But his handle got 215.
So we never, you feel me? So for motherfuckers to be acting certain ways, you feel me? It'd be weird.
So let me cut in and let's clarify something, sort of, or at least clarify for that. For reference purposes, what do we consider? And this is kind of tying back to our thing about what about this year, right? I noticed something. One thing about this year is that it made us do a lot of what we're doing now in terms of terming and calling things like opportunists, you know, and like people feeling like people encroaching on our culture, basically. Like Mello was saying, like, oh, now you're over here on the club shit because, you know, this. But meanwhile, you have us very sensitive folk who have been here the whole time, who have been working the whole time, you know, and feel that slight. So it's like, what do you consider? Where do you want? Where would y'all want to draw the line on what is, again, safe between? Oh, this is somebody coming to collaborate with us. You know, this is somebody coming to, you know, really tap into what we have going on because they fuck with it and, you know, want to, you know, be a part of what we got going on and what we claim. Versus, you're definitely just over here to get $1 and you're being sneaky and weird and we hate it. Like, at what point in time is it that? Because that's happening and it's gonna happen. The more we grow, the more we will have to understand there are gonna be other people.
I mean,
who coming in, like, will insert themselves into the shit. And it's like, how much do we be like, oh yeah, cool? Or is it really like, no, we should definitely be leaning on these people that's way?
I think that the word opportunist is a cop. Well, the only thing like that makes an opportunist is how the people feel about him seizing an opportunity. Like feeling is definitely involved in that. So then we gang members are asking they like, where you from? Like, where you from? Like, okay, since there was a situation in Baltimore Club in our scene where we had a dude that was recording all of our videos, not even recording all our videos. He was reposting all of our videos and his page was getting traction. And not only was his page getting traction, he was making money off of us. Like,
so that's the thing. I'm
cooking. Hold on, I'm cooking real quick. I'm cooking. And he was dragged out of our scene. I wouldn't even say drag. He chose to leave our scene based off of the word opportunist. And he didn't like that. He didn't think he was opportunist. He thought that he was coming in and he was doing us a favor. And I see both. No, I don't even see both sides of it. I see his side of it because I was just like, there was literally nothing wrong with him, no matter where he's from, coming into our scene and shedding light on our culture. There was nothing wrong with that. And I think the only thing that you could say that's wrong with that is how we feel about it. Like, I don't give a fuck. So it's like, my feelings about it I don't feel the same way as a person that would say he's an opportunist, because if the opportunity is there, seize the opportunity. And now if you're going to come in here and make money off of it, it's enough money for all of us to make if we're all creatives.
Right.
I'm just going to pinpoint another point, and that's it. I'm just going to be real quick. Somebody that is from Baltimore, and I was seeing, I ain't going to say no names. I might end up saying his name because I don't give a fuck. But another person that I was seeing is every single chance he gets to capitalize off of Baltimore Club dance, music, content, he will do that. Not only will he do that, but if you're not supporting his way of doing it, then like you are the problem. It's not him, it's you that's the problem. Because you're not supporting the way that he does things in our scene. So I still am not even gonna go far and say that he's an opportunist, because like I said before, like there's alleys for all of us. Like if you are a creative, Jordan came up with the bop, right? Mm-hmm. Jordan was upset because other people was doing his dance and getting paid off of it, rightfully so. But like, here's the thing: we don't own dancing.
So if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't that other people was getting paid off. It was more that people was claiming the dance as something else. Like for one, niggas was doing it ass wrong,
right? And
then trying to turn it into a whole nother move.
Right, I'm with you on that.
Like prime example, like once it got into the Roblox shit,
right?
That it got into the Roblox shit, being imitated the wrong way and being claimed under a wrong move. If I'm not mistaken, that's why Jordan ain't fucking with Tyler.
Right. I'm with you.
Because if anything, yo was one of the main motherfuckers that was. I think he was claiming it as his dance. You feel me? So I think there was the whole thing with that shit.
Well, I've seen Jordan pull some wild shit too, though. With the what's that song?
That's Get a Bop.
That was the first original job. Mm-hmm. And we as Baltimore Club dancers, and this is it all comes around. You gotta follow me here. We all know the person that made that song.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan just got that song off the strength of it's just we all just Baltimore, we all in the same scene.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, let's just say hypothetically, right? Why Rah be wildin' on Drake or on Kendrick? They use that one sample that she did, and like, but like what if Drake hit her and was just like, yo, like slide me in like slow, you know what I mean? Like slide me a free one, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like it happens in our scene all the time. That happens, and let me hold this and let me change it up real quick. That happens. Like, is it right or wrong? No, it's not right or wrong, but if we're going to call out one person, we got to call out all people. It happens in our scene. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you got to take a step back and just see how you feel about it. The feelings involved in it is going to make the most difference about whether you can do or not do what you're doing.
So, all right. So, like the piggyback off of the Alex Richardson shit, right?
Right.
For one, I'm gonna say shout out to Alex, right? Because
come back.
Yo definitely did some shit. You feel me? That he didn't have to do.
He did.
You feel me? He really didn't have to do it. It was really off the strength of him just loving the shit that we was doing. You feel me? He was a fan of that shit, and I ain't saying that on no small shit. You feel me? As far as the fan shit, because we all are fans of this shit. We all started as fans of the music. Then we started being fans of the dancing, and look where the fuck we at now. You feel me? But with the whole shit with Alex, I think what a lot of people got misunderstood was, for one, the evolution of how social media was working at the time. At the time when motherfuckers was first being introduced to monetization and shit like that, like it was coming to him because he was fitting the metrics that they were setting in place. You feel me? So of course,
he was also doing the grunt,
and that's my next thing.
The patience to do at that time.
Nobody else, for real, was going out their way to continuously post their videos on all these platforms, making posts. You feel me? Or even sharing the shit that Alex was posting. You feel me? But yet, you got it was a lot of people that felt like he owed motherfuckers. You feel me? And it was like, I get it to a certain extent, but then once I started getting older and then started like learning, I see his side. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, y'all kind of came at a helpful resource sideways. You feel me? And
Right.
and honestly, like, we, to a certain degree, we didn't let shit build long enough. You feel me? The way as though we all could have ate off some shit. Now, if niggas would have, you know, still been supportive of the shit, you feel me, realizing like yo was shedding light on everybody in the culture itself, you feel me, it was like most motherfuckers was worried about themselves,
Right.
and it kind of fucked shit up, you feel me, especially when you got certain motherfuckers of influence piping up about shit and kind of being ass wrong about it, you feel me,
Right.
but yet the lack of knowledge, you feel me, but and mixed with certain emotions, you're gonna get some followers behind that shit. So
I have one question about that. As a dancer, me and you, Mello.
mm-hmm.
How did you feel overall about dancing and performing for free in our scene?
Well, me personally, I didn't feel no negative way about it, because for one, this was some shit that I wasn't doing regularly.
Right.
You feel me? So for me to have the opportunity to be able to perform at certain places and shit, yeah, I'm taking it. And I've seen where the free opportunities got me.
Right.
You feel me? You got to capitalize on these rooms that you in. You feel me? There's
Right.
a lot of rooms that I've been in off of these free places and didn't talk to people.
So there's a point that I'm
and, and, and lost a lot of different blessings and opportunities
Right.
that could have came my way. You feel me? Just because I wanted to, you know, just be anti or just be used to the shit that I was used to or whatever. So
right. So the thing with Alex, and he was putting our videos out there
mm-hmm.
for free and wasn't, you know, he didn't ask us for any money.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like if I'm going to perform for free, when I come into the sessions or the events or anything, since I started this from day one, I was putting out free art.
Mm-hmm.
I would never charge anyone to see me dance or move. So I looked at it as Alex was a person that was just kind of like, yo, listen, you're a good dancer. We got these videos. I got a wider range of people that wants to see these things. You already dancing for free. So it's like, I'm about to put these out there for free and just see. So then when you get a person that's just like, I'm not dancing for free, so you can't use these videos, is where shit gets sticky. So like, when you say the words like, people thought that they should have been owed something. No, you're already dancing for free in that video. What are you talking about? Like, we're all dancing for free.
No, I can say this not like it wasn't like Alex hit everybody up and was like, yo, go make a video for me and send it to me.
Yeah.
Nah, yo was just dead ass finding videos that random ass people at these sessions and shit was recording.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we was just, feel me, just watching on a regular.
Facebook and TikTok and that shit pays you.
He was
so.
right. So
So it gets a little sticky after that.
Right, but at the same time though, right? Nobody gave a fuck until niggas was getting paid off of it.
Right, exactly.
Motherfuckers was cool with the fact that they was being posted on this page and they was getting all these likes and shit like that. You feel me? The fact that they found out that he was being able to monetize off of it and didn't really ask no questions on how they can be monetizing off their shit too. It's like, yeah, the problem is motherfuckers is missing the simple logic behind it. He the one that started the page.
He's the platform.
Exactamundo.
He
ain't actually unique. He's getting paid. Like,
he dead ass made a platform, you feel me, to be able to do that shit. So it's like, so it kind of that's where everybody kind of fucking up at. You feel me? Because they not
being reasonable, being logical people.
Yeah, like they not looking at they not. For one, you got some people that's not doing the research, and then for two, you got people that's not looking at it from a bigger spectrum. You feel me? Like it's they looking at the fact like, yo, you got my face on your page, but you getting money off that shit. You feel me?
And then we're moving to the era that we're in now.
Yeah, like
everybody literally needs a tag or you need a whatever because this is me. And even an example outside of like before I forget, even an example outside of Baltimore Club.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example. Like Stranger Things, the new season just came out, and you have people who were like extras in season fucking 2, 3, now posting like, yeah, this is me, the extra in season 2. This is my scene, and it's fucking them in the background. It's open. I think monetization then, like 2008 to 2014, you had to cover the business end. It wasn't that he wasn't asking how they get monetized. No, he understood that he was the platform.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't. From an ignorant standpoint, you can say he was getting paid off of dances.
Yeah.
But that's not it. It's his platform to house video.
Yeah,
he went and archived
He's a curator.
himself. Yeah, he curated and archived himself.
And he had an eye for what was good and what was bad.
I don't recall ever having a conversation with him where he's just like,
they're not like, oh, that nigga made money off of those other niggas' portraits. No. You know that person made money because they booked the room.
Yeah, and back to this era now.
Into it. Like, it's the same thing that Baltimore Club days did. Like, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And back into this era now, where you have people that are ignorant, whether they're getting monetized or not. Then we move into this whole like, we're just jumping on anything because we can get paid to post on social media. When it's not that simple.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to multiple different content creators. I even talked to Terry. And I was always interested in like how the metrics measure differently. And then you move into where you constantly also have to adjust when you're getting monetized because then you got to deal with shit like your audience being shadow banned because they want you to expand, or if the same 1,000 motherfuckers is getting me paid for whatever reason, the algorithm is like, oh well, he must know these people at a core, so we're going to block them from seeing this until 5 days later to see how organic your content is. People also don't have the mindset to adjust that. But from a very basic and ignorant standpoint, it's easy to look at something like that platform and be like, oh, this nigga's eating off of us. But it's like, you didn't care in 2009. You care now because everybody's getting paid for cooning out for the internet.
Right.
And you want a piece of the coon too. Like, I wouldn't care to be tagged on an archive video from fucking 2008 and it's 2025.
Right.
It's an archive video. It's on a platform where people can see it. That's like being in the comments like, yo, yeah, this me, y'all. This me. Every time somebody, yeah, thank you. This is me. Like,
especially because nowadays, you feel me, the traction, it comes. You feel me? Like, if people patient enough, and then also, if you are somebody, and this is a thing that I'm learning the hard way, because I'm not on my shit how I should be.
Right.
If you are consistent within your craft nowadays, and if you got a presence on social media, all that shit will come back tenfold.
Right.
You're gonna have people. You would have people watching you from these different platforms, trying to figure out who you are, following you, and potentially turning into fans. You feel me? So it's like, and then you got motherfuckers that's piping up about shit that really was just living within the fucking community. Because outside of this shit, you feel me? I hate to say it, the name don't hold that much weight.
Yeah. Also, it was a slow build for that. That didn't just blow up. He didn't just start doing it and blow up. He also did the work consistently, organically. Like, you know what I'm saying? It picked traction organically. And I think that's another thing, too, with, like, modern monetization. God damn. Is that people don't want to build it organically. They just want to hop on it. Like, this drop, I'm going to do this. And it's not even really your niche or your lane. So we end up hopping all over the place where you had somebody like that platform. Yeah. That was his dedication. I'm going to curate these videos. I'm going to archive these videos. This is going to be my platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like and then I'm done. I do think that he reached a point where he was like giving the track IDs. He was like telling people where to find, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Made that Backett video. That was him with Juice. That Juice song.
Yeah.
Remember they was all doing the SpongeBob and going in a circle.
Yeah,
that was him. That was his video. Yeah, the fundamentals of club. That was his shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like My bad. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off, my
good,
brother.
good.
But just to bring this all back around to the leak and the crazy situation, I don't feel him. I don't feel him on like posting a whole thing about like how he's not Baltimore culture. He is. What are we talking about? He is if he wants to be, and that's my stance on it. That's my stance on if anybody wants to come in here and do whatever. It doesn't really. I'm from Harford County, Maryland, Edgewood, Maryland. I had to be accepted as Baltimore Club culture.
And that's the thing, right? So it's two things, and I think that you probably going to say one of the same things, right? So like overall, the problem is you got people that don't tap in within this shit. You feel me? Like being supportive. All right, so from the DJs to the dancers to the producers and the dancers, they want people to be in their videos. They want motherfuckers to show up to the parties and shit like that. You feel me? Just by word of mouth, or you feel me? Just being who they are. You feel me? As far as influencers or just celebrity status type shit. You feel me? So it'd be like, yo, it'd be the small shit that matter to us. Right. It's motherfuckers that's within the shit.
Right.
That motherfuckers overlook. You feel me? And me personally, I just be asking for motherfuckers just to tap in. And I ain't saying tap in on no check-in type shit, because we ain't no fucking gang.
Nah, if you are the culture.
That shit, you feel me? Yeah. Like, but the whole shit be like, shit could go a lot smoother with how motherfuckers is moving if you just, I guess, you know, finding people that be within the shit. You feel me? It ain't shit to look up a hashtag and find motherfuckers that hardcore either be dancing, making the music, or you feel me, spinning that shit, but they are intertwined with a lot of motherfuckers that's here doing that shit. Shit, just tap in with motherfuckers. You feel me? It'd be like,
I feel that.
Like, but I'm not saying that on just their end as if they gotta come to us. I'm saying this on all aspects. You feel me? On everybody end. Like, we gotta get up out our shell as far as the dancers and community and how we be on the page or whatever the case may be, and go the fuck outside. You know how motherfuckers be like, you know, go outside and touch grass? Yeah, the grass.
Go outside and rock off.
The grass is at these different venues and shit of people that are now spinning the club shit. You feel me? Yeah, I know a lot of us are older, so it's like, okay, but no, we still party.
Yeah,
we can still go to these places that got these sections and shit like that. So that ain't no excuse.
You know,
I didn't say we older. I just said we older.
Just to piggyback off that, that's what I love about, like,
we in our 30s now. Let's say that.
Yeah, but that's what I love about the alley though.
The 30s, yikes.
Because when even when it is the newer generation, even when the kids is out there, all of like the old, you know, like everybody is still out there, like whether it's us connecting or still like, so it's there's spaces for those those you know, opportunities for those spaces to be presented. It don't always have to be like a direct event or whatever like that. Even things like that which can run into another, not a disappointment for me this year, but I miss when like years of in the Baltimore club scene had like layouts of the year, like as far as events. Like we knew in the summertime, spring, summer, we get more alley. Like that's the buffer in between, like whatever the big shit is. Also, no KOB this year, which that's a disappointment for me. I'm not sure the logistics. I ain't trying, you know, but that's something like, you know, you had things to look forward to. You know what time of year these things were coming. You knew when it got warm out, you would get to see again, like your peers, even the old heads. Like we out there, the new gen out there, safe. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no nonsense, no riffraff. You know, there's the workshops and stuff like that. But I miss when there was like a structured like year of events for Baltimore Club instead of having to like really jump all over the place to find them.
I ain't gonna lie to you, motherfuckers would have let Adam still be around shit. He probably would have came up with a whole calendars and shit.
I'm mad that he went away like that.
But you do got people that do be, you know, sharing shit. You feel me? They repost shit. You feel me? They word them out. It's a lot of motherfuckers. You feel me? They do it. So we just gotta open up our eyes a little bit wider and just look outside of what we normally revolve around. You feel me? And just just try to show up in all these different places and network and shit. I feel like it'll play out. It'll play out for all parties involved. You feel me? Whether it's motherfuckers that's just fucking with the shit because they fucking with it, or like they really into it. But the word opportunist does exist for a reason. You feel me? And it's like you can see it. You can see it in certain cases, but I do understand your point, though. I do understand.
And I understand yours too. I get what you're saying. Like, check in. Like, if you know the culture exists and you want to be a part of this culture, then it's nothing to just be like, bro, let me tap in with what the culture is, rather than to just be an outsider and just be like, I'm doing this based off of whatever, and just start doing whatever, honestly. So I get what you're saying. So I understood that point, which is a good point. Really good point.
So while we just went through the positives and negatives of 2025 within the club culture, one thing that we gotta talk about, because it fuels this whole club shit, is the music, right? So what would y'all say would be some of y'all favorite songs of 2025 within the Baltimore Club thing?
Shit.
Because now
I got mine.
Like
I'm starting with disappointment.
oh Lord.
I'm always gonna start with disappointment, bro. Because it wasn't really no club really being made like that. Like, it was, don't get me wrong. Like, we're gonna post some good ones for sure. But like, it's not enough for my liking, goddammit. You hear me?
Now when you say you liking, what you mean by that?
I don't know, man. I think that I'm 33 right now, so I guess I can consider myself an ump. But it's just not how it was, man. It's just, I don't know. I think there's certain DJs or producers that I miss. I miss Slick. I miss Los. I miss Juice. I miss them producers, man. I miss I don't know, man. Just I call it Baltimore Club heavy metal. Like, it's just head boppers, fucking beat catching, just all around distorted. Rip needs to make some shit. Where the fuck is Matic? Like, where are my peoples at? Like, and don't get me wrong, I love y'all, I love Big John, I love the people that's actually active and doing it, but man, 2025 was the year where I was just like, all my niggas is gone, man. And I'm sad about it. I'm disappointed. So that's where I'm at. I'll let y'all have the floor after that.
I mean, not for nothing. That sounds like a personal problem. Because you said rip, and then it's like, you say, oh yeah, shout out to everyone else. Like, okay, niggas have been putting out music all year. Have you not heard rip music that came out all year? Scott has put out 1 billion projects. Mello has put out 1 billion projects. Like, no, not 1 billion, but you put out a mixtape that like stuff. So it's like, again, is this just one of them things where niggas is hooked on their favorite thing in their moment? And that was their favorite thing, so that's that. And that's what everybody's, wants. Because it was the heyday, it was the that. Again, especially for our generation specifically. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, yeah, you're like, oh, where's this nigga? Where's that nigga? They ain't working, raising their children.
Right.
Like, the fuck? Like, so you gonna shade the whole Baltimore Club just because these niggas busy? But you got niggas who are clearly not busy and clearly the entire time been working, and it gets ignored. So I like fucking treading water because we are putting out music.
I'm not trying to shade them.
Oh, well,
I just miss them. That's all I'm saying.
But what you're saying is like what people be saying. Like, you look in the page and all this, like, oh, everything's trash, nothing's coming out. What are you talking about? Because there's releases every month. Like, literally, we watch the calendar. So the first Friday of the year, of the month, like, they're putting out music.
The one thing I had to learn when I hear people say that, I can't take it personal, right? Because I get it. You feel me? As a dancer, I definitely get what you're saying. You feel me? And just watching how everything is moving, like, me personally, I hear a lot of shit that we've been doing. A lot of the shit that you would call new within this club shit, not from here though. I'm talking about like all that Jersey shit, the bad shit. We've already lived through that. Probably like 15 years ago. You feel me? We already went through that shit. A lot. It's arguable, you feel me, that a lot of this shit is already influenced from shit that we've done, but I'm not here for that. We can save this for a future episode. But overall, it's just like strength is in numbers, and it would be imperative, you feel me, for everybody to be here, you feel me, and active. You don't gotta be on the same shit how everybody used to be back in the day, as far as like pushing a song out every week or shit like none of that. You feel me? But yeah, some people are missing from it. You feel me? Like some people are missing from this whole movement right now and this whole evolution and the exposure that club is just getting all together. I hate to say it, this is kind of when Alex and his page would have came in handy, but again,
yo, Jersey and Philly is taking over our Baltimore Club dancers, bro.
I won't even
like the dancers are not dancing to each other's club music anymore.
Well, why are they dancing to music now?
I don't know. They just like what they hear from other cities, which is, I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I mean, listen, like
I could be
there's a disconnect between we said this last pod. There's a disconnect between the DJs, producers, and dancer in Baltimore Club.
But I think in this specific conversation, again, just based on what I get to watch, again, to me now this becomes intention. So once upon a time, y'all used to dance because you love to dance. Period. That's all. You niggas like shaking the fuck up.
There was a competitive thing in there too, though.
I'm like, no, even that, it's still go in the pocket because you like to compete.
Mm-hmm.
The point is because you wanted to do it. Now, much like kind of what we've been talking about, niggas have done figured out that if you dance and put it on the thing, you can make money from it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some sort of currency, either an actual one that you can go buy, something with, or a fake one in terms of clout. These numbers, right? That's the next step. Clout, metrics, views, numbers. Jersey right now, and arguably since the beginning of anything Jersey, is very trendy, very top of the viral thing, just by nature. So naturally, if I was a dancer who was now making a content because I know that I'm going to do this, I'm going to definitely look towards the music that's going to get the most, views first. Because I know I can hashtag Jersey Club and just get thrown into a certain algorithm. Meanwhile, if I hashtag Baltimore Club, maybe not so much. So I'm going to fuck with this song by this person that I love a lot. And, I know it's cool, but he don't really get that many views and he don't really, be like that. The song's cool or whatever, but, he only got like a couple thousand followers. I don't know. So, or I can go pick a such and such song from Jersey, whatever the fuck, and they got 8,000 followers for some reason, and they know everything they do about to go off. So yeah, I'm gonna dance to that, bro.
I'm not gonna deny that point. That's a good point, but sometimes it's not about the clout. It's sometimes about the accessibility.
Also,
we had a conversation where I had to literally tell somebody how to, in this day and age, how to put how to like use TikTok, how to put their content on TikTok. We're dinosaurs. The people that I just named at this point, it's messed up, but we're in our early 30s, late. Some of us have not hit 40, but we come from a time where we don't we just want to do it because we love it, not because it's warranted but that's not what's happening. That's not what TikTok is. Now TikTok is to put your stuff out there and just let the fans like it or dislike it. That's it. That's all we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. So when you turn on the camera and you do what you love, somebody gonna like that shit. So right now in this very moment, when it comes to culture, when it comes to club culture, when I turn on specifically TikTok, the first thing that I hear, and I'm a Baltimore Club dancer, I'm looking for Baltimore Club music. The first thing that I hear is Philly and Jersey. And it's not because they're looking for clout. It's really just because the amount of access that they just understand the algorithm. They just understand that if I put this out there, it's gonna go regardless. I don't understand what's going on with my people, but we're not getting to that point.
I wasn't saying that to say that that's the sole reason. Because no, obviously not. But what I am saying is that point that I made is the reason why you are seeing that. That's the fucked up situation. A lot of this is an illusion. That's number one. And number two, no, absolutely, it's not everybody out here set to do that.
But those
majority, I do believe the majority of the core content does come specifically off of the purity of we want to do that. Y'all want to do that. But again, when it gets now, the best way I could put what I'm getting, like you said, it's like you're like, oh, we're dinosaurs, and we do come from a time when it was more what we would call pure, as opposed to now where it's more purposeful or strategic, like that type of thing. I think we're just in the middle of that. We're in that puberty, of
Juice is not putting no songs on TikTok.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like
neither is Slick.
Right, we have a straddle of.
There's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for that. You're not putting it on there. The people that I know and I love. This is why I started this saying I'm disappointed.
So that's why
I miss them.
Thing, because that's really what that is. Thing, like, and that's what you said for a second. Like, yo, that is a thing because, like you said, yeah, they're not on these other platforms, like like the most quote unquote popular one, so to speak.
The accessibility.
Really again, like Baltimore niggas is still so firmly underground, still, and my whole thing about us and that is, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just that we have to come to understand that if we gonna rock like that, this other stuff is going to pass over us, and we are gonna feel crazy about it because we're super not doing that other thing.
Right.
And it's the result of like what you're saying right now, like, bro, where is all the music? Where is this? Because when I just go outside like a normal American citizen on the internet, I just run into everything else. And it is one of those, you actually have to know us to find us, to see all of the work.
And that part is the bad thing.
And even then, I guess not to dead that, but to scoop this part, like, to the next point that I think you're getting at, or that I picked up from what your disappointment is. It's the sonic evolution of the club music. Again, no, the producers active today, we can say, oh no, make music, in 2025 does not sound like the music any of them were making, if they were making music back in even 2015. Even back in simply out of musicians change, or sound changes. So it's like, well, there's that aspect. And I do ask you that because I rush, had a conversation. I rush you with this big, especially even in making music, like actively, like right now.
Yeah.
At what point in time is it like, oh, we're losing sight of what was versus no, we're growing and doing something new? And it's like, how do we still maintain them, 2010, 2008 in the chamber elements, but we have the royal blue? So
I can answer that. I think the question is to ask the producers, like, okay, when you hear club music right now, what do you like? Because you have the ear to make what you like. So if it's going to change, it's changing based off something, but it's not Baltimore Club. I can tell you that right now.
How can you say that?
Because when's the last time we heard some What's and Reeds in the party setting? When was the last time that 2013-15 sound came back in our clubs?
So then I'll argue.
Ooh.
What's the last party?
Can I?
Thank you.
Yeah, cook.
Cook.
Let's go.
I was letting y'all go, but it was boiling. So
go ahead, brother.
Because I don't agree.
Shit, Trey.
I don't agree. So
let's go.
And again, y'all are gonna get tired of me dropping these names. But even this year alone, I've gone to the same parties that I just dropped, and every fucking time I post these parties, Same niggas. Yo, damn, where this at? Estop playing. Estop played fucking Super 8. He played Super 8. He played, what was the Michael Jackson.
That was made in 2016, by the way.
That's not what I'm saying. The point is, the bottom line of what you're saying is, and my rebuttal to that is, niggas want what they want from who they want. That's just it.
Right.
Club music now, and it comes down to
it's always been
same,
like that.
And what
it's
are we
the
going to
same.
do about that?
It's the
Nigga
same
like me had to accept that shit.
bubble of not wanting to expand outward or go find it. Club has been dropping all year. Estop been dropping. Tromac dropped, which is one of my picks for the summertime. Someone to call my clubber. He also drops tracks with What's Haze. All that same, all those same elements. And niggas will not give them niggas in this core scene will not give them no bump. No bump. Dollar dropped the
like,
EP. Dollars dropping shit. Niggas will not, because it's not coming from just, and you can't,
So this
already
is-
said it, because it's not coming from these people. It ain't got, I'm not on TikTok. I don't go to TikTok for music. I don't even use, I post
With
my,
dinosaurs.
I'm not, but I'm a digger. Like, I'm a music lover, so I'm gonna go find the shit. Same thing with the events. I'm gonna go find the shit. Nico is from Memphis. She was playing, whoever sent her that shit, or if she found it herself, she was playing that shit, and I'm posting like, damn, bro, where is this? I'm on Charles Street, bro. I'm right here, 1722. Same thing, dollar store. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's out here.
But is TikTok not the biggest thing for entertainment right now, though?
It
So if you dropping shit on Bandcamp,
and why are you doing that?
It's a big
as a producer
platform.
who,
It depends. Yeah, I think that all
what are
ties
you putting
into-
this out for? Again, are you looking? There's avenues, and then there's legality. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind. You know, is niggas taking the time to put this shit up and put it as a sound on TikTok. You know, like it's and every producer has their specific.
so why is it so easy from 2 states, but it's not easy for us?
We are one city, and you just said 2 states. You answered your own question. Also consider media market.
I'll just go fuck myself.
No, it's not.
This is healthy. This is healthy, but real quick, this is what I'm saying.
That's real shit that we had to accept. Like the strength, like, because I say the same shit. We all say the same shit. You feel me? As far as like, yo,
Baltimore Club music producers.
where the fuck is everybody at? You feel me? But we had to learn to accept, like, for one, we can't make motherfuckers do what everybody else is doing. And if it's if motherfuckers don't have the drive to want to do the shit that everybody else is doing for them to be more recognized than where they are, so be it. You feel me? It's just going to rely. It's just going to lie on that page. You feel me? Or within our community, as far as where they sit at. You feel me? As far as their talent and shit. At the end of the day, like, Baltimore is going against states.
Right.
Like,
when you scope it, it's really,
and we're going against
with no
trending sound. You feel me? Our original sound of club, the ShakeOff shit, has died out. And the very few people that motherfuckers is not fucking with right now that has been the most consistent are the main ones that's keeping that shit alive. You feel me? You got a lot of people that's fitting in. You got a lot of motherfuckers that's doing shit, you feel me, to get like to get the notoriety that a lot of motherfuckers feel like they missing, or they see everybody else get off this club shit. You feel me? Because now it's marketable, it's profitable. You feel me? And it's like a lot. Granted, in some cases I be feeling like I'm overdue for some shit too, but at the end of the day, I'm not really putting myself out there like I should. It's a lot of us that's in the same boat. So, to a certain degree, you feel me? Yeah, motherfuckers just going to either had to get off their ass.
So I'm the only one disappointed that in 2025, there's not really. The question.
The only one
I don't think it's worldwide enough. I understand.
The question was to me today or yesterday. Send me 2 tracks in 2025 that got your like attention, and I was so stuck. I've been listening to shit from 2020 and 2013 for so long that every time I do try to venture out and let's try to venture out and get some ShakeOff shit that's just strictly Baltimore, or even try to introduce something that's strictly Baltimore, I turn on what I believe is one of the biggest entertainments algorithms in the world, and I'm automatically fucking top rocking for some reason.
So maybe
like for weeks, it's not even my algorithm. It's some Baltimore Club dancers that's doing it.
Just to be clear.
So like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Then I'll be like, okay, Baltimore, let's get it. And then I hit a bop. I don't want to dance to that shit. I don't want to shake off to the bop song. I don't want to shake off to a rap song anymore. I need some what's and some rees, and I need some beat catching like the fucking good old days. Where are we? Am I in Baltimore? Am I fucking? Am I in fucking? Am I in Newark, nigga? What the fuck?
Yeah, tell them niggas right now.
Am I in Newark? Like, where's my niggas at? Where's my niggas at, bro? I came up with some real niggas in this shit, and they gone. They gone, and like, don't get me wrong. I feel like strength is numbers. All I just said is I missed 5 niggas, 5 strong Baltimore Club producers, like, and like all the ones that I do fuck with, they on Rip. I know I said Rip, but I gotta take Rip out of that because he's been working, and you know, Dope Boy or whatever the case may be. I came up with him. That's like my real brother. So, but like all the people that I miss, they putting shit on TikTok. I don't even give a fuck about the traction. All I care about is the accessibility. Just that's it. Make it so where you're making music and I have access to it. That's it. That's all I'm asking. So that's all I got to say about it.
No, and I wasn't like coming at, but I think it also depends on your scope. Because like I said, me, like I'm a all genre digger. Like I got that shit from selection. Like so, I will go find what I want. There's a category of people that don't care. That's where TikTok and shit comes into play because it's brought to you. But it's about like what's your scope to going and finding.
I feel you on that.
That's why I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, that's why I'm like, damn. All right. Like someone to call my club. I'm like, nah. Now it's not a what I'll rock off battle track. But I'm like, this is some organic ass. Like this is like an organic boppy club music track. Like all right, cool. Like this is. We got bridges and shit coming back. We got breaks coming back and shit like that. So it's like you get it. And what I mean by like what people want to hear what they want to hear from who they want to hear from. That's a universal. That's for any artist. That's for any genre. It's like, damn, well, where the fuck is so and so at? Where is Smino at? Where's, you know what I'm saying? It's like you want what you want. But at the same scope, it's like, okay, there are also multiple platforms. Whether, you know, I'm not sure how like distribution and shit like that works.
Talking right track.
Oh, my bad. I'm not sure like how the metrics for that works. If you can have everything on everything from one platform or not. Now, I'm not going to get into that, but like me, I don't find new things on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I live for me. I use my TikTok. I post whatever running reel of mine. I'm posting on Instagram. I just post there to see what it does. I've never really gone through to see. So I don't. We're speaking already. You ain't a dinosaur, nigga, because you know about that. I don't.
I'm into it.
I know people that use TikTok, like Google. Like, let me look on here and see. Like, so I've never utilized. But I'm a SoundCloud nigga. I've gone to SoundCloud. I've dug through SoundCloud. Even currently, like even there's some.
I still post my music there, and I still look for music.
Yeah, I still look
for music.
But that's a different scope. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a scope that a lot of people won't have. They want it brought to them, which is when platforms like that come to you. So I get it on both ends. But me as a digger, as a go-to party by myself, because I know the DJ's on the card and I know what I'm going to hear, like, I'll go to it. Like, you also got to put the same work to meet these people halfway.
Mm-hmm. Ducky, talk your shit.
I don't know. I don't even remember what I was going to say. I don't.
My fault.
It's not that. I have a number of thoughts on this. Because I do see all the sides, but I don't like a couple of them. So, because my thing is this. Here's how I see it. Neals is completely valid in his thoughts and views. I want to make that clear. I don't like the point, but it all perfectly makes sense as a consumer. He's like, that's a valid thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm at with it is, this is what happens. The producer puts out a thing. The current producer we all know. James is the current producer we all know. Right? And one has been around since the ShakeOff era that you're referencing, right? They put out a song and it is a 2025 Baltimore Club music sounding song. Which, by virtue of this conversation, we're going to say doesn't sound like that, right? Does not sound like what the 1,000 Neals in Baltimore want to hear.
Right.
So this song come out, producer put out the song, hey y'all, here's my song, check it out. And the 1,000 Neals listen and be like, this is fucking trash. They get a little dances page and be like, huh. Nothing good is here. Everything sucks. All the Baltimore music sucks. No one know how to make music no more. Ain't nobody doing shit. Right? Again, sort of valid opinions, not bad, but that's what it is. That's the echo chamber that happens in Baltimore, right? Meanwhile, at the very same time, this very same track, a week later, is being played on fucking...
in Germany.
Yes, in fucking festivals, and this and that, and this and that. They in Brazil. They're in this, the online radio in Africa. This, that, and like all these places charting in Jersey and these parties they be at. And they getting love from all these other places and all this stuff. And the only people who complain about it is the 1,000 Neals in Baltimore. But we need the 1,000 Neals in Baltimore because those are the ones who are gonna make the videos that end up on TikTok.
So
it's like this is the snake eating the ass thing. You know, like because it's like, okay, at what point in time, and this is my question, at what point in time is quote unquote the community supposed to work as well in terms of getting the Baltimore Club music name up? Because again, we know about the follower thing. Baltimore is the king of crab in the barrel city, so we already know that. But we do have to then understand that is now amplified to the fucking world at this point.
Right.
So Baltimore won't get on until Baltimore puts itself on.
Right.
So as long as there's a bunch of Neals, like, but this shit sucks because it's not what I wanted to hear before. It's not my favorites, and I know that other things have happened, but I still want my favorites. I still want this. If that's not what I'm hearing, I'm not happy as a person.
Right.
So I'm not gonna quote unquote support it. I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not going to latch onto it because it's not my favorite thing. Understanding that there's still only like maybe 50 of us in the room.
Right.
It's like by you seeing it and being like, I see you, bro.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite, so I'm not gonna. It's kneecapping the thing. You see what I mean? So it's like, at what point in time is it like, okay, well, we need y'all to, even though it's not your favorite thing, still hype this shit up. Because again, at the same time, you will lose the producers, and that is a lot of what started to happen because niggas started following their own sound and doing what they did because everywhere else is like, bro, I see this is incredible and crazy, and it's amplified them and carried them to these other rooms, and that is how Baltimore Club music is spreading. Meanwhile, at home, we all just feel like assholes because we not making 2012 ShakeOff.
Do y'all want? So if I matter, if the 1,000 Neals in Baltimore matter, do y'all want to see me shake off to your shit?
We do, and
so like if y'all know how I dance and y'all know how the 1,000 people in Baltimore dance like me, why you care about the people in Germany? Like why? Okay, it's not they not shaking off to it though.
Oh,
they are, but it's like, but why do y'all care about the 1,000 Neals and here if y'all only give a fuck about them?
You, Neal. And no, and again, why is it that niggas cannot care about both? Number two, why is it
you can make music for both? It's like you can have the
That's what they think they are doing. And that's the thing, is like, so at some point in time, it's like, okay, so we can again cater to the dancers, but it goes back to the same thing. A lot of that, if it's not their favorite, they still won't look. That's number one.
Right.
So you don't even know if my shit sound like ShakeOff because you won't click on it. Because it say Ducky, Dynamo, or not Jews.
That's not all the way true. Like
that's not you personally.
Not you. An example, like,
but they are.
And I've literally witnessed it.
You can't say that like motherfuckers don't.
Yo, Juice was ass at 1.2 though. It's not like he just came out of the womb just nice and shit.
It's about picks.
Yeah,
it's about just what's there. If I was the person that was like, if I was the person to be like, well, just dancing. Like, people are not gravitating towards me because, like, I'm this and that. I just have to get better, though.
We do care about the Neal because we absolutely care about the Neal. It's just that, so consider the fact that some of these producers, the niggas, you put in work. Remember, you keep bringing up age. This is work. Okay, this is a full fucking time job at this point in time. It goes back to the exact same thing that I was saying about the dancers. Oh, y'all making the videos to dance to get the views and, you know, all that. Right. It's a similar situation now with the producers, in which those are the producers who have chosen to continue to take this seriously and actually like do this shit. This is now a job thing. There is stuff involved with making music now. There is stuff involved to consider with, again, releases and things like that. So it becomes it is very much like just come DJ this party for free. You know you like it. You know, and it's like, this is your shit. What do you mean? How dare you turn your back on this? You love doing this. This is what you want to do. What do you mean you need $100 for that? What do you mean you need to get paid to bring your equipment out that you spend all this money on? What do you mean you should actually care about somebody paying attention to this when you spend all this money on this Ableton license and, you know, all this time to pay for it to get mastered and then, you know, pay DistroKid to have it put on platforms, but it doesn't matter because Neal won't like it. But I do know this person will like it and that'll help. This is my life.
So just go that route.
No, well, why can't niggas? That's what I'm saying. Why?
Because it's simple. It's very, because at the end of the day, it's very simple. You are a DJ, you are a producer, you're both. You're actually all three, Mello. Like producer, dancer, and DJ. You go to a session, you see the thousands of Neals there. You put a song on and they go crazy. You put another song off, they don't go crazy anymore. That song that they went crazy, kind of base it off that. What the fuck are we talking about here? So it's like we all have ears. It's like, it's not like, I'm not saying that we don't. I'm just saying it's that simple. It's like this. We're acting like it's rocket science. So it's that simple.
So do it.
But then,
so you just
when I go out there, it's simple for me. Like I go out there and I listen to a song, I dance to it. If I don't like the next song, I'm not dancing to it.
Right.
So then that song that I am dancing to, it's like, all right, well, I want to make club music. This is what I want to do. I don't want to make club music. That's me personally. So I just see that song that they just kind of went crazy off of, and I'm just gonna kind of just base it around that mainly. And then like ultimately, we know what's ass and what's not ass, guys. Like it's just simple. Like this is not, Juice didn't come out the womb nice. Kimani didn't come out the womb nice. Rip didn't come out the womb nice. They had to go and put their shit out there.
Rip might have came out the womb with Omnisphere and shit, like real shit.
But I'm saying like they had to start. They had to start somewhere, and they had to be honest with themselves. What's good and what's not good. Period. Same with my dancing. I have to be. If I'm gonna put something out there that for the world to say that this is good or bad, I have to be subjective. I have to understand that everything that I do is not going to get traction all over the world. Like,
but also on the same thing, then I feel like I have to say, right, consider that what you're talking about good. Because like I said, you're like, this is ass, this is good, this is bad. But like I said, the same things you are terming as ass, bad, ...
The Germany people like it.
And then we don't
even. They ain't got to be from Germany.
I'm gonna say you doing
they can dead ass be from Germantown.
But so this is the same question that I asked one of our.
That's why it's like, so when we say good, bad, bad.
So
I guess that's what I'm asking of the folk. Y'all have to remember, just because you don't fuck with it doesn't mean bad, and then therefore we now need to define what is good and what is bad. Because
but why do you care about my opinion on it?
Because you are within the culture.
So like, so why even bring up the Germany people? If I am the culture, let's just focus on that, the culture. So let's just focus on that.
Artists to only make music for the one fan that they know is the one fan that'll like it, and not consider the fact that at any given time there's somebody else who might have a slightly different taste or a slightly different opinion.
That's the people that's gonna listen to it. That's the people that's gonna listen to it, and that's gonna be like, this is actually not ass. It's not ass because I don't have to do what Neal's doing to it to make a decent video to it.
They are a Neal too.
In their own way, that's fine. Like, but at the same time, it's like we are the culture. We do say what it is, and it's actually kind of simple. It's not like it's rocket science. It's simple.
I guess then the question is, who are you considering to be?
I think all club music is beautiful and God's like. I think I can dance to anything. Me personally, like if you put me in front of a camera, like I said the last pod, I'm a professional. I have to do some type of moving the crowd in some way. But at the same time, it's like there is a bad club song and there's good ones. We're not gonna. It's subjective. It's art. It's subjective.
Okay.
That's not the art. I wouldn't even say it's an argument or the debate. Like we get that, right? So like for you to use me as an example to be all three, right? So, but to keep it funky, I'm not a favorable producer. I'm not a favorable DJ.
Put yourself in the dancer's thing.
Even a dancer.
All right, so I have a question. I have a question. One question I have.
So if anything, so what I'm saying is like, a person like me had to learn that, all right, I love what I do in all these aspects, right? Now, it might be certain shit that I might either play, or it might be certain shit that I make that's not for everybody within the scene. I know somebody in the world gonna fuck with it though. You feel me? So it's like I stop letting the scene dictate my work. You feel me? And it gets to a point where those small opinions, you know, which are subjective, you feel me? Because it is art, you feel me? So to a certain extent, yeah, that shit kind of get to us, you feel me? Because we are around y'all. Like, all right, prime example, right? So now in this world, in today's world and market, right, you'll see noticeable figures from the Baltimore Club community, you feel me, showing out to the most trending shit out here, right? And that just be on the humble. That just be because they try and get their numbers up and shit, right? Now, if it came down to a motherfucker from here, you feel me, from that same shit that they come from, making music, you feel me, niggas is not hopping on that shit unless the world already hopped on that shit, and then they'll go ahead and do it. Or motherfuckers be like, yo, you look out for me monetarily or however, you feel me, then yeah, like it's transactional nowadays. Everything has turned but it's just more noticeable now because there's actually money involved with it. Within this scene, it's always kind of been transactional in a sense, you feel me, whether it come from praise, shit like that. Like, we can't sit here and ignore that motherfuckers be having their picks regardless of
as
what
a dancer.
do.
As
we
a
can
dancer.
sit here. All right, prime example, right? John is a nigga that does what he does. You feel me, for the notoriety of us within the scene. Like, ever since we've met John, you feel me, he has been a fan of damn near everybody in the scene. You feel me, and he be influenced to do a lot of shit that he does nowadays and shit. You feel me. To call him ass because he's not making shit like your favorite producers from damn near 10 years ago, you feel me?
When he wasn't,
it'd be a slap in the face to a certain degree, you feel me? Because it's like, all right, you got niggas that's putting in the same work as your favorite producers for back in the day, and it's like, if niggas like you that want to hear motherfuckers making this shit and want it to be better, especially for you to be to have you involved in it.
No, I'm not letting you get away with this, Mello. I'm not, because I have a question. Because I have a question.
It's just
no, this not is what it is. I'm sorry, because I have one question. Hold on, I have one question. Mello, have you ever gotten a circle and didn't like the song that was being played?
Yeah.
So if that's the case,
but what's the difference? Is it difference between?
No, hold on, time out.
Everybody
because you just gave hold on, time out, because you
don't tell niggas to change songs, and I don't.
That's not what we're speaking on. That's not what we're speaking on. We're speaking on liking something and not liking something. That's it. That's all we're speaking on. I'm not asking nobody to change those songs, nothing. As a dancer, you just gave me the perspective of two things that you are, but you're three things. You are three things. You are a dancer too. You've been in these same situations. So the thousand Neals that we're talking about, you are one of those niggas. Like, if that is the case, if you got into a circle as a dancer and you was like to yourself, I don't like this song that's being played right now. Like, that's all I'm speaking on. That's the only thing that I'm speaking on. There's good and there's bad. When you have eyes and ears and you can see that there's nobody up dancing to this song right now, then this may not be what the culture is looking for right now. Let me try to search through the songs that I believe that the culture of the 1,000 Neals is looking for. Not to mention the Germany, not to mention the white boy in Wisconsin that also might be shaking off to the shit. You don't even give a fuck about them. So it's like, they're the only people that's gonna make your shit jump. Yes. But those 1,000 Neals are the people that is gonna make your shit look good so it can jump even more. So like, if that is the case, we all know that there is a good, and we've all established that. So if we all establish that there is a good and a bad, why are we arguing about the bad? If the bad is the bad, just toss that shit to the side and fucking make some good shit. Like, I know this easier said than done. I'm not a producer, but it's like, y'all want my opinion on it. It's not rocket science. Go ahead, Tay.
Regardless of what it is, I can think up stuff. It still has. I think I get you dancing.
I did.
I'm just looking for my niggas, man.
I did.
I'm just looking for my niggas, man. That's it. That's all I'm calling them out. I'm on a podcast. I'm calling them out.
I don't blame you.
Respect.
I started just saying I'm disappointed in 2025. 2025, that's all I'm disappointed.
Yo, to make shit clear, niggas we need y'all.
Because again,
we need everybody on deck.
I do want to not double back, but understand, I hear you. I do not agree fully. Because you know the hats that I wear, and I am, when it comes to the music, I am still super fan first. So I'm sitting here listening to and wanting certain stuff too. But you also know what my music sounds like. It does not sound like that. Ironically, the music I make does not sound like my favorite music. I can't do it yet. I'm learning. I'm getting there.
There's alleys to club music.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, exactly. There's different, and that's where I've learned, again, in my great historian journey and all that shit. And even becoming a producer, making, the shit that, whatever. It's like, oh, there are different flavors of Baltimore Club music. Right? And so that's kind of what I be getting at about your specific, what you get.
I said heavy metal of club music, right? Is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's like there's a specific strand that do that for you. Right. And again, for you being you as Neal, the dancer that Neal is specifically, you specifically carry a certain when you talk. When Neal come out his mouth about what fucking Neal like and what is ass and what is this and what is that, Neal.
I'm speaking for some real nigga stuff.
But hold on, pause. Even if you are the one real nigga, you are enough. I'm not trying to glaze, but like that's what it is for real. So it's like you have to remember that even though you are carrying that, oh well, I'm just me. You gotta remember that the you is you. That's number one, and then you are also just one nigga. Granted, you are speaking on behalf of several.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like 20. It's like 20.
You feel me? But you're still, it's still a relative handful in the pile then of the room if we put everybody who listening to Baltimore Club music. So when you carry on talking about that, oh, if his ass is that, obviously, come on, y'all DJs, you see, you put one song, Neal go off, you put the next song, Neal don't go off. That's obviously trash because Neal is not dancing.
It's not just me.
No, so yeah, okay, so Neal representing the Legion of the 20 Greats also, right? So no, when I say that, I don't mean just you specifically.
I'm talking about the session.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
In the set, right, so we're in the session. We are in the session.
Right.
And you're sitting here saying, okay, so the song is not being played. I mean, it's being played and we all stop dancing to and look around. It's like, all right, that is a quote unquote ass song. You are terming it as being bad. You are terming it then as now being low quality.
Okay, I
right?
got that.
Right?
Yeah,
so, again, remember, we just at the session.
Right.
2 blocks away from the session is Halloween. And Ducky is DJing her ass off playing nothing but club music.
Right.
None of you dancers are there. We're not in the session. But I'm playing this, I'm playing that. And these people who are just people, these are just our beautiful citizens of Baltimore who's coming to listen. And they know that Ducky about to play club music though, and that's why they came, because they fucking love club music. I play that same song that is now ass and trash and boot this and delete Ableton and never do anything again, ass shit, that you just said because y'all stopped dancing. That very same track, these people are passing the fuck out right now because they dance so hard. Right. Trey's sitting there watching them. putting it on Instagram, and niggas in his DMs like, bro, where you at?
I love that for y'all.
All these niggas is Beyonce, and
I love that.
That is where our frustration is.
It's also conflicting as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying. It's like, that's all I'm asking. Just stop doing that.
What do you want to stop doing?
Let me finish.
It's like
let me finish. I'm about to explain it.
Right.
Listen. God damn. All right, so that whole thing that you're doing, talking about, that's fine. But like you said, we're in the session. You have to remember you're just in the session. But you also have to remember there's 82 fucking other things that go on outside of the session.
Am I just in the session or am I just in the culture?
But no, let me fit. Here. So first of all, everything is the culture. That's the point I'm about to get at.
All right.
That I'm discussing. This session is a part of the culture. It is a super important part. For me specifically, I know this. For Mello, I know this. For a lot of us, that thing in the session is the core of what created it.
Right.
It is like that is what we were birthed from. That's what we love. But that is also generational because, like Mello said, you're talking about Big John. Big John couldn't even pretend to get in where the fuck we were when we were listening to that. He was a baby. So how the fuck is he? How the fuck is Tay? How the fuck is any of these of them supposed to know how to do what you're talking about? They're automatically about to be outclassed and called ass and trash and bad. That kneecaps us, and that has arguably kneecapped us for a very long time now. Because we listen to that and we love that, and it's like, okay, well, but it's not necessarily that no more. But that's again where the conflict is, like what Tay pointed out, like what we pointed out, we can again go any other place and do that, and sometimes see the exact opposite response. Because they are not the aficionados that we are. They are not the enthusiasts. They are not the Gordon Ramsays of this shit. Like, this is our fucking shit. So we're going to be so critical. I just always wish that we will remember sometimes that criticalness is specific to us. Like, that is literally us. But we have grown so much now that it's like, well, we do have to, like, fake pull back a little bit. I definitely believe that your opinion is, like, true and it should be held. It's that accountability thing. Like, no, we need that shit. Because we need that to know to push further. We need that to know to be like, nah, bring it back to the core, evolve and still do that. It's like a cool challenge. It's like, nah, how can we bend this and get away with this shit in these other rooms where niggas don't really know what it is, and do that while at the same time paying the good honor to the chamber, that we came from, and the all those things, and that's the tough part. And it's like, that's why I'm like, I don't want to say that you wrong, but you definitely kind of like, I think it's a,
this communication.
The only thing that I really understand more, like before this conversation or after this conversation is, like, the situation is kind of like, yeah, I made this track. Like, people like it, but my niggas don't like it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, the niggas that I really want to like it.
It doesn't matter now.
But it's like,
it doesn't matter. I'm getting DMs from, I'm in, like, literally I get messages from people in the middle of country, like at random festivals, sending me stuff that the huge numbers of people are going in and like, oh, this is getting played on radio and this, and it's like, that's super cool. But again, Neal don't fuck with this track, so I don't know. And that's literally how it feels. Like,
I like y'all's music though.
And it beat.
But it's a thing. Like, it's
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It feels crazy. Like, look at what my music's doing. But again, at the core of me as a Baltimore Club music person, it's not hitting. One thing that y'all, and I'm gonna make one point. Like, never mind.
I'm gonna make one point. It's gonna be real quick. One thing that y'all gotta remember as when you're looking at somebody like me or somebody dance is we're super competitive. Mm-hmm. That competitive nature is in there, and and it's hard for us as the competitive art maker to turn that off. So we're thinking about that song that you're putting on as this is why I started this saying the heavy metals of club music, because it's technical. It's a very technical thing. Because the one thing that I've never won the $5,000. I've never won. So like, that competitive nature is every time I'm in a session or I'm in Baltimore Club, I'm always on some kill. It's never sexy for me because I'm being dead ass though. I'm the type of and I'll say this.
It's never sexy to me.
I'm the type of walked into the club, I won't do a fucking move until I hear club music, and then once I hear club music, I'm ready to go, bro. Yeah. That's me. That's who it's 20 people in the scene like me, bro. Yeah. And that's who I'm advocating for, so I can understand the frustration between me and the producer.
Y'all are our favorite people to make love a track.
Yeah.
When one of y'all just like, we did it, got yup.
And also,
And
there
if
are
that ain't
events
there, it's
tailored
like, fuck.
to you and those same 20 people that I've been to. And
I ain't
when
gonna
I'm
lie
at,
to you.
And
the
niggas do
same
not
20
come-
niggas
Yo,
is
it
like,
goes back-
yo, invite me to the
Niggas like
next one,
S-Dot
yo.
that'll be at a random ass place, right? That will be in a crowd that is completely opposite from us. And will be playing the shit that you missed.
Y'all
Yes.
The only thing that's
Yes,
missing
I know,
is
nice.
us showing
I
up.
feel you.
You feel
Yes,
me? And
I
actually
feel you.
being there and
Yes.
shit. You feel me? So
Even the compound shit, you came
came to
outside
that.
the box before, and you was rocking the.
I was. That shit was
And if you'd
fire.
have stayed, if you'd have stayed for S-Dot shit,
S-Dot.
S-Dot was. I don't give a fuck. I will advocate always for S-Dot because he's the head of a lot of these events. And it's,
Right.
like again,
Right,
now that's
right,
what
right.
pulls me when we talk about reach and going to get what we want. If I see these DJs on the card, I'm gonna go to the event. I'm not worried about who's there already. I'm not worried about making no entrance because it's not enough niggas to dap up when I walk in. I'm going because Ducky's on the card, Mello's on the card, S-Dot's on the card. I know what I'm gonna hear. I know they have distinct styles. And every time I'm at these events, you know what niggas like Tromax say or niggas like S-Dot say, like, yo, if I could just get the dancers here, bro.
Yeah, real
If I
shit.
could just get the,
Real shit.
if I could get I'm imploring myself to try that for 2026 to get the same people. I am gonna go. I'm gonna treat them like Beyonce. I'm gonna extend fucking invites.
I told
Hey,
myself
bro,
I was
come
gonna
out
start
to this
showing up
because
to a lot
I
of these
promise y'all,
parties, too.
and I promise Neal, I let just for the whole point, and I hope you accept this, right? For 2026, I promise you and the 20 fucking Neals, there is an event that I will let you hit that. I'm gonna send it to you.
called 20
and you-
Neals.
And I promise you, there is an event. Y'all gonna go to that shit, and y'all gonna be like, I'm going to everyone.
I'm not even
I'm going to everyone. Like, I'm telling you because they play this shit.
I want to go. I want to 2026. I'm
No,
going.
I'm dead ass
They
about to-
play shit.
That's what I'm gonna change this
And
one.
even a nigga like me with my basic ass moveset, nigga, I'm like the king. Yo, I got a video to prove it, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. I'm in that. I'll find it while we talk. But I'm in that motherfucker, and you would think I was like Kyle or somebody. Like they just like, damn, niggas is still rocking off. Damn, they still cool. Like that.
Right.
I'm like, nah. Like this is. If you think I'm like this, imagine if I could get the 20 Neals here. You feel me? Like
That's what this episode called.
no,
yo.
you know no funny shit. Like I'm
20
you
Neals.
made a very valid point, but this is where we have to, as opposed to taking shit like this offensive and segmenting, we say, all right, Neal, you know what? Then I challenge you for 2026. I'm gonna invite you to some shit. If you hate it, cool. I guarantee you won't though.
Okay, all right.
guarantee-
I'm up for that
because
challenge.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm definitely
and
up
I'm
for
like,
that
if we gotta be the ones, like we just said, to call the niggas out, to headway it, then that's what we'll do. And that's why platforms like this are healthy, because we can have the tension. We can have the opposing opinions, but we can also draft the solution of like, all right, damn, so we're gonna be the niggas to do it then.
Nah, real shit though. Real
Pop
shit.
out then. You feel me? Like, yeah.
Nah.
Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna find this video, but I promise you.
Invite me to the Johns. Cause I'm a Baltimore. I'm an old nigga, bro. Invite me to the Johns, and I'm gonna be there, like rocking up, like I was DJ Perk.
Bucky Gun Gun and all that.
Bucky Gun Gun and all that.
Like that ass.
Shout out to Matic.
But I think we talked about the negative on my side well enough. I got a track in there that I like. I got a track that I like from 2025. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Neal for having the track in 2025.
Bitch.
Just me. Just
Yeah,
me.
bitch. Yeah. Was I there?
Was Neal song?
This was
Oh, I know. All right, so
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right.
Problem is that
Right.
that just triggered the shit out of me. All different ways.
They don't dance to it and shit. They don't do nothing to it.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's the energy just put into the shit. I think niggas don't realize and conceptualize, like,
And
there's
that's
a
what
thing about us doing this that it gets thrown away. Just like, oh, and kind of like to what Neal was saying. Again, I'm not trying to pick on you, the voice in here. It's it's not right time. Just do it. Do you understand that just do it is like a 3-week minimum long process sometimes? You know, like, and that's if you nail it the first time. Like, it's not. It's just rocket science. You know what it takes to be a rocket scientist still?
What?
Almost 15 years at college.
Shit is crazy.
You know, like, so.
Shit is crazy.
So, yeah. You know, it's like, that's the type of thing about it that it's all these different elements, and it is just kind of I think everybody just don't see each other in what it really takes to do that. Because even all the dancers, and producers be real quick to say that same shit. Like, you know, Taylor said, like, oh, we did this, you ain't danced to it, though. I live with one, and I understand what it takes. I used to think the same thing. If you don't just turn the fucking camera on and go dance, what do you mean? I understand now. Oh, wait, there is a thing. They have to be in a certain headspace.
Yeah, gotta be in a certain headspace.
The weather gotta be nice. They gotta have eaten. You know, they gotta feel the thing. They gotta not be hurt. They gotta not add work. Like, it is a lot. Like, you gotta be like, okay, and now I gotta set the shit up. Now I gotta set the shit up. Oh shit, is there enough light? Oh, my battery died. Like, it be ill. It's not that easy either.
My anxiety would be like, if I'm outside, like, I don't know how y'all dance in public, like, with just the camera, because I'd be like,
yeah, like,
no, I can't. Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Y'all look crazy.
Like, I gotta be by myself, bro.
Y'all are so good at it, and make it just look like it is. Just go there.
Me, it's always the essence of being around people. You feel me? I came up in a party environment. You feel me?
Like, just to turn it on.
That whole setting up a camera, hitting play, you feel me, and then waiting 5 seconds for the shit to get up, and then from them 5 seconds
crazy,
and then don't let the fucking song be like
that's
starting that's
right,
off beat and shit.
I won't post it if it's off beat, bro.
And I'm sitting there trying to gather myself. Like, yo, my start offs be trash. If niggas know me and y'all be wanting to get the best of me to be doing videos and shit, let my build up, let my build up be correct. You feel me? Like, y'all, like, motherfuckers know how I dance. So that whole jumping in and out for like 15 seconds and shit, you feel? Nah, I don't get my shine how I want to. Yeah. And then how the algorithm and shit work, you feel me? If you're not fucking with a trending song and shit, you feel me? You get lost. So you gotta beat the trend. That's hella pressure. You feel me? Yeah, just catch me. You can get my best work if you at a party or something.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, bro. That's me too.
Yeah. That's the consideration.
That's
part
the content that I plan on
like,
doing.
Again, just so easy as you could be like, oh, just do this rocket science, make the song. I could be like, oh, just make a video. But you're like, no, we just said why it's not so easy as just make the video easy.
I'm gonna let it rock. But I feel what you're saying, but it's like,
it's never that easy. Number one, and number two, always also remember, just because it didn't happen doesn't mean it wasn't considered.
Right.
Because again, niggas do be trying. Niggas be trying our best to make that song for you. And be heartbroken when it don't work. Cause
is making club music, and I'm not a producer, so I don't know. But is making club music really that hard, bro?
It's not so much that it's hard,
but we don't be really saying it's ass, yo. I think that's.
But you do. No, I can pull.
Like, oh, this is ass. We be on the page like, oh, turn this shit off, this ass. Y'all talk about Yay, bro. Y'all can't listen to Yay, bro.
It's not just
and that's not the same.
Y'all can't listen to him,
we not even saying.
Or don't listen to Flash either. I'm dead ass. Don't listen to them niggas.
We've been never mind. We ain't even go there. But niggas been stopped listening to shit like that because we, for one, a lot of shit just be antagonizing, and then for two, you feel me? We already know how just people just don't know how to talk to certain people. So that's not our shit. We artists. All right, if that is the thing, you feel me? That maybe there needs to be some type of clarification. But in our reality, if niggas ain't dancing to this shit, you feel me? Yeah, motherfuckers think it's ass.
We'll never know.
So I want to chime in just on like the question of Neal. Like, even if it's not club music in particular, I dipped and dabbed in like producing for a bit, and it wasn't club music. But I also experienced that fucking like starting something and being like hyped because it's in your head, and then like stepping away from it forever, and then trying to get back into it. It's like, damn, what the fuck was I even doing? So I can imagine somebody with more skill than me, more, you know what I'm saying, more stature than me in it, saying like, damn. So I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple to produce music. Period. I think that there's a whole nother process, like mentally, like Ducky said, that ties into. So we also got to be. This is the mental health advocate speaking. We also have to learn through all of this conversation, right? Through everybody. This is my plug to also empathize with another person's process because we don't know another person's process.
Mm-hmm.
We know Neal's process now. He's competitive. He shared that with us. He's competitive. His thing is, when I hear shit, I'm gonna go. That's it. We now understand Neal's process. We now understand, even if I was a producer, I now understand like what type of music to play when I know Neal is in or a DJ rather. I know, okay, Neal won't kill. I see Neal in the crowd. I know Neal not gonna move to a club on. Maybe he'll get the party started. Maybe if I play this, he gonna hop out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and let's be the thing, right? So Neal, that's again, not the same.
That's the best point I heard.
I'm glad that we got Neal to shake shit up. Like I'm glad there was the host
to bring Trey Point back in full circle, right? Now, while there's you in the room as a DJ, right? We can't leave everybody else out. So while you might catch these moments where it seemed like we playing ass songs to you as the dancer, as the hardcore dancer of Baltimore Club, and y'all looking for a specific sound to come out to make you move. Them same people, you feel me, that don't know y'all or don't come from the shit, they'll be stuck watching y'all dance. While they'll be amazed, motherfuckers will be wanting to move too, but some regular ass people get intimidated by us.
And I'm gonna jump in real quick and say something for 2 seconds.
And once you play some shit, you feel me? Yeah.
Just keep talking, but that very element is part of what is contributed in some years ago to the don't play club music in here, DJ.
Right, I know. I feel you on that.
Thing because not only does it dead a floor a lot of times, depending on where you are, because she don't know how to do that, so it literally will, and then they'll go, I don't like this. They will start complaining about it. So that no,
I know that this is a fact.
So it's like that element you're saying is part of what contributed to a lot of the city's what do you call promoters and club owners and bar things being like, don't play club music in here.
Unless
DJs getting kicked the fuck out sometimes.
I'm with that.
And that is probably why, again, as the DJ of somebody who carried this sound around, it's been rough to negotiate with specifically that. Because again, this is the music we want to play. This is the core of that. But we know if I get to playing certain type of shit in an auto bar back in, whatever, or like certain places where it's very good that I am now getting booked to play club music, but at the same time, they need soft club. So it's like navigating that line of still supporting and playing what the fuck we want, but also what is safe has been super difficult. And done a thing, and it contributes.
What that got to do with me and like
thing at all?
So this is why I said. Hold up. This is why I said
what Trey just said about the empathy. But that don't have anything. That is not your concern. Right. It is part of the whole story, and that's why it's like this is one why like we have to go through that.
But it's yelling
it's they shit. Oh my god, you ever go to a house music party?
Yeah, word.
If you want that niggas talking all what that's going it's the same thing. If we go to a regular family, they might fuck with it, but then they wanna walk the it's unless you in the room, right, then you can, and then they get it like, oh, what you think? Because Baltimore's not. I get everywhere I go, I get hey, well, I was young. I ain't get this.
Yeah.
Y'all still do that?
Yep, y'all still do that still? I'll be like, yeah, we still do it, but this is your opportunity to let us show you that still.
Right.
And not only outside of Baltimore,
right.
dance. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, listen. Like, I don't know how more I can say it. It's just like there's different. We all know that there's different alleys.
Yeah.
I'm not coming to the sexy places. Y'all know that. That's not for me. The place that is, I started this saying, in my personal opinion, I'm disappointed with my alley. What I want to listen to is the heavy metal. Then you said, what? What do you mean heavy metal? The what's, the rees, the beat catching, the headbangers of Baltimore Club. I want to go in a place. I want to beat catch and I want to go to fuck home. Like, that's it. So like where I am in my life when it comes to Baltimore Club and culture, I'm disappointed in my alley of it. When y'all go and y'all playing the club music for whoever y'all want to play, cool. It may not be for me. Of course, I can dance to anything, but like, it's what y'all's playing may not be for me or the 20, 30 people that I came with or that rock with me. That's fine. But like, y'all up there and y'all DJing and y'all looking for us to fuck with it and we don't. This is not our environment. And that's fine. That's fine. Like, but at the same time, like, the disconnect between producer and dancer really doesn't have to be, because we can just simplify it to just that. Like, when I come in there and I just be like, I'm looking for the Neal shit. The Neal shit is not here. It's not my place where I'm gonna dance, or it's not my alley where I'm gonna dance on video, and that's okay. Like, I'm fine. Like, you know what I mean? So, right, I'm probably not going to, like,
right.
You know what I mean? So, but it's alleys. There's alleys, and that's all. I think that we all made great points.
And again, understand it. At least for me, the pushback wasn't corrective. It was trying to understand, because it's like, no, like, you're getting from the gate. You're right. Like, that's your shit. And even though the other stuff we were bringing up, like I said, that's not your business. It's, again, you're not a producer. You're not a DJ. You're not a this and a that. That we are. But we are the ones who are making the product. You are, you know. So it's like you are the ultimate consumer. You know, and that is why when you're like, oh, it's fine. We're sitting there like, but it's not fine. I'm telling you, it's not fine, because we're sad, because we love you and we care. So because you're not happy, no, like, that's not okay. Not saying that you're wrong.
You know what Tall Q is going to dance to. You know what Jordan is going to dance to. That's what I'm saying.
We do. And again, if we know that and we're attempting, still, again, just because it doesn't happen doesn't mean it's not considered. So it's like, if you try and cook dinner for somebody, it's their favorite meal, and you're like, yeah, I made your favorite meal, and you cook it, you give it to them, and you're like, bro, this is ass. You cooked it completely wrong. I don't like it. You're gonna feel bad. But that person who cooked it is gonna be like, damn, Neal did try to cook my favorite meal though. You see what I mean? Like, you're gonna feel bad because you fucked it up. Even though that person might be like, well, I appreciate you tried.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I am now sad because I made your favorite meal and you didn't fucking like it.
There's some real ShakeOff niggas out there, man.
Yeah.
That just want to go into a place and shake off and stop doing what they doing and go on. It's so crazy. Yeah. I look at another person that's like that. I'd be like, bro, you too? Same shit, y'all.
That's gonna be an
you ain't try to go in here and get some of these anonymous. Yeah, nah, real shit though. Like, I always thought that niggas used to make fun of me because of that, bro. Back in the Docs days, like, I used to just spit some of the speaker until the club music came on, and it was a club music.
All of his name.
Yeah, and then we would go to the chamber and they play club music all night back then.
And that's where the fuck we be at, between the chamber and the courtyard smoking.
Yeah.
That's exactly where the fuck
bro, when the rock star lifestyle, I was outside smoking weed at that point in time.
You ain't the only, that was definitely the shit to do. Cause I'm not about to two-step. I don't want to be in there, motherfucker, about to fight with y'all niggas. No, I don't want to do none of that shit.
Real shit.
I can't just shake the fuck off, nigga. I got in here for free just to shake off, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Waited patiently.
Club experience? No, nigga, I came in this bitch to shake off. Yo, we gonna spark this bitch off in the far right corner.
That's it.
And then we gonna take that shit to the other side.
Just kind of what Trey was saying earlier, like how we looked up the Heartbreakers. How I started was like Heartbreakers was the niggas they were the niggas to beat. So once I turned 18, the niggas were like 21, 23 at the time. So once I turned 18, I was like, I'm only in here just to fry y'all niggas. Honestly, so my mindset,
Yeah, that was
even
my
though
proving grounds for our generation.
even though I'm 33 now, my mindset is still that when I walk into an environment. I see a dancer who may be one of my favorite dancers, and I'm just like, kill. Like, I gotta take this nigga the fuck out. Yeah, that's it. I don't
give a fuck that we're peers now, you feel me? But brother, like,
nah, that is.
I owe you. I still owe you. But no, if anything, we did spark this whole conversation off about songs of 2025.
Yeah.
So if anything, let's get back to the music. So like you say, Neal, what was the song that you rock with the most on?
I'm talking all this shit, but this is kind of like a little sexy club track.
This nigga. Speaking of sexy club tracks, and then we're gonna really get back to this shit.
It was just by Big John. Yeah, and in 2025, Big John has been my consistent. He's probably been my consistent for probably like 3 years now.
Honestly.
So he's been my favorite go-to. I know he's turning into like what Juice used to be for me. Like I would go to a session, I would go to a place, and as long as either Big John's on the sticks or you're playing them, it was gonna be a good session. It was gonna be a good like club environment for what I am describing. Like, so that's my pick for real.
All right, I'm gonna play it. Let's get it. Is it just JST? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's JST.
Alright, fuck the letter U, I guess, but
you know, those edgy young kids leaving out their vowels, adding dollar signs and shit.
I was talking about.
I think it's an abbreviation.
Fucking 6 lakh.
Figure it out. Yes. Who's that guy? Like, 6 lakh. Black? No. I see the letters. All right. Hey, Big John, stop playing Big John. Let's get into it.
I'm about to drop it, they go with the Maybach. Ain't no more warnings, I'm telling you, stay back. All that loose talking, they coming related. I know the singles is getting outdated. You wanna feature the nigga, just say that. BlkTrza, you wanna feature the nigga, just say that. Getting outdated. You wanna feature the nigga, just say that. Getting outdated. You wanna feature that nigga, just say that. Big shot nigga, I'm him. Don't want a $3 crumb. Chocolate, baby, get a Tim. I salute you, give a thrill. Running up, I need more revenue. Know when they hit it, you stack up your M's. On the other spot and I on the free. Go to my kid when I'm riding the wheel.
Very good.
Shout out to Big John.
Shout out to Big John, man. That was my pick for the day, man.
Again, that was Big John with JST. If anything, that's on his SoundCloud, so make sure that you follow him on SoundCloud at Big John.
Okay, is somebody else want to share?
I feel like I can go ahead.
All right, which one?
I'll go and say my pick. You can call me conceited or whatever you want to call me, but fuck it. I'm just gonna talk my shit because I don't do it enough. My pick is my song. I have released the remix to Kendrick Lamar's what is it, Squabble Up. It's been doing some good numbers as far as like with the DJs and shit. So shout out to everybody that's been playing it. You can find that on SoundCloud as well. But yeah, you can bump that.
When the frost is growing, wind is blowing. Stay cozy inside by the fireplace, knowing the shopping giant online.
If I do that, no one knows bills are being paid. Except when we just said that. I don't want to pay their bill. Wait, aren't I? Never mind.
Reincarnated, I'm stargating. Reincarnated, I'm stargating. Life goes on, honey, hug my baby.
I just came here to
Squabble up, 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 squabble up.
It's the section right here for everybody that just thinks
squabble up, 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 squabble up,
my drum right
squabble up, 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 squabble up.
Yeah, that was my.
That was a good song. That was a good one for sure. I definitely made a video to that. That was fire, bro.
Yeah, you. I appreciate it. You one of the very few people that actually dance to a nigga music. So I greatly appreciate that. So who we got next?
Well, we gotta play one of Dre's picks next because I gotta now go a different one.
I don't know which one though.
Because I gotta pick another song. You get do.
Yeah, you can pick a dollar one. There you go. I am not a kill. So I like movie sexy shit.
It's sexy shit.
Oh, that lady.
You know what I mean?
Yo, if the smooth shit, yo, be the way to go, yo. When you in a general,
that's my
general public.
That's banging shit too. Yeah, even though you came from Woodlawn, you came from the Wild Out ShakeOff era.
Yeah. But that's the thing, cause the steps be wild. Mm-hmm. It be with energy, and them bitches just be smooth as shit. It be smooth as shit. Like you a nigga that I studied.
Niggas used to call him Trey Smooth.
Hell yeah. That motherfucker step.
Niggas used to call him Trey Smooth.
Chill out, yo.
They going to that sidekick and shit. Yeah, you be fucking. All right, yo. At this point, we should be going to some old clips of this nigga because this nigga used to be rocking.
All right, this is Dre's pick. It is Scenario by DJ Dollar.
Shout out to DJ Dollar.
Shout out to Dollar.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
That's cool.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. 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 So what's the scenario? Here we go. Sensation, without abomination, only elation. You never tried to test the water or wicked. When Mr. Bust the rhyme, as I combine all of you from the mind. Enough wins, bring it back on the mind. With the impress, from the cannon, everyone I just amazing. That new mystery, taking it, look my library. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I do feel like the way to cross. All over the black man, pardon me, as I come back, as I did again, I had to beg your pardon. When I travel through the tunnel, I roll with the squadron. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That was a good one.
Shout out Dollar.
Yeah, yo, that shit.
That shit was
He
sick.
dropped that shit. I was like, yeah, he dropped it in a mix first, and I was like, where is this at?
I could definitely see you dancing to that for sure, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that dollar.
Yeah.
I'm looking dead ass in the camera. I'm gonna need that,
That shit
brother.
is tough.
I just buy it.
That shit is tough.
But everybody else, you feel me? That was DJ Dollar Scenario. You can find that on his Bandcamp.
It's off.
If anything, I will take my black ass on there and I will go buy it. So I'm gonna just shut up. I'm just letting you know now that I'm going to go buy that. And for 2026, I will be making that my thing too. I will start buying people's music. Not saying that I don't, but I will be doing way better than what I have been doing, and just supporting my fellow Baltimore Club producers and DJs. You feel me? Like, it's only right. It's only right.
Okay, well, I guess I can share my song now. I will play Tromax. Wait, didn't I tell you? This might be my favorite song. One of my favorite songs of the year that I found. I don't even, and I'm terrible. I don't know where you can find it online because it was sent to me, and that's how I started playing it. But
favorite.
You know, right? It's really nice sometimes. It is really nice sometimes. So yeah, I'm not sure where I was looking for it to see if it was like on a SoundCloud or something. I probably didn't get to it quick enough. But either way, look up Tromac on everything. I'm actually not. I'm saying is 99% sure it's probably on his Bandcamp because that is where the majority of his music does lie. And when I find out about it from his lovely email that he sends through them. But yeah, did I not tell you? That's okay.
I listened to the radio and then I heard Tromac and I was like, they're playing your cuts on the radio? What's that?
That's my jam.
That was great. I like that.
Isn't it beautiful?
Real vibey.
Real.
Yeah.
I felt like
That's like that drive around music.
hell yeah.
Let me just put this on for you.
I would to that song. I would like take my flip flops off and like fucking like.
Yeah. Just that
I see you.
Just stand barefoot when we ain't
Listen to that
grabbing.
and
You
shit.
feel me? Just let nature take its course. Like
Let the fucking hardwood floor go between my toes and shit.
become one with the world and shit.
Incense in the
Shout out
shower type
to the homie Tromac.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Did I not
Tromac.
tell you? You could probably find that on his Bandcamp, so make sure you go and support the brother. Do we have any other music that we want to share, or do we have any last I don't know, like last points we want to make? How
I
about
feel
we?
like we did it because even though we did follow the list of things,
Mm-hmm.
no, rather, even though we didn't exactly follow the list of things, we did it anyway because we talked about what the hell happened this year. Most we talked about the songs that we like. We talked about what we want for 2026.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, we talked about all of that. We touched on some pretty important topics as far as like just the trend of our folk, opportunity and shit, that was good and bad, what is and isn't. And I think we don't care.
I think the last thing that I will say, as far as just my thoughts on 2025, I just want to say shout out to everybody that's just been moving outside of Baltimore. I don't mean like moving, but I mean like actually taking this Baltimore Club shit outside of here and doing this shit on a worldwide thing. You feel me? You just had Calvo, S. Dot, and Kate Young run a UK tour. You got S. Dot doing his radio show that's in Africa. You got so many advocates here, you feel me, that are doing some major things, just within the club community, you feel me, just for us to be recognized is who we are. Whether it's from holidays to us being included in award ceremonies and stuff like that. Like the blessings are actually there. They're coming. You feel me? Just gotta pay attention. Shout out to every dancer that's been touching more stages than they've touched in life. You feel me? Shout out to all the content creators that's out here, doing their thing. It's been a big year in certain aspects. For the club community,
it's a lot of behind the scenes work.
Yeah,
and I think that's one of the things that is weird about this year. Like even when we were trying to put together the concept of what we was about to talk about. The weird thing about 2025 is that it was a very heavy year for a lot of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the world is crazy right now. And just getting through the year, it seemed like for everybody, on like a personal level, just some shit. So a lot of the things that happened in 2025, even for the Baltimore Club people like us, it was a lot of like specific to us type of thing. Like we all got, like an accolade for us, like something that worked out for that, or it was just like again something that came to fruition that's been being worked on, or things that like you're gonna find out about in the second quarter of 2026. Like, oh shit, it actually went down last year. You just finding out about it. It was like a real like shadow worky ass year. That's why we can't pull nothing out. Everybody was like in the lab, so there's like nothing like that. None of us was outside. We were busy, so it's strange. It feels strange. It's like a bunch of nothing and everything happened. Mm-hmm. So again, that's why I'm glad this foolishness is over in 3 days. Because 2026 I think is actually about to be that for a lot of reasons for a lot of us. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to that. It's time. We don't work so hard.
Baltimore got some eyes on us right now, yo, and it's time for us to capitalize. Man. Again, so all the producers and shit, all these dancers, I'm just like, bring your ass outside. Like, get ready. Get your ass on them cameras. Me included. Now, me included, yo. We got some work to do for 2026. You feel me? And shout out to everybody that's been holding that shit down and doing their thing. And yeah, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what's going on. And we gotta give y'all flowers with that shit. Right. And we gotta jump in, put our work in with this shit. And we gotta do better with showing more support and love to the new generation that's coming up for real. Like, right. we cannot be the generation before us
at all.
We already done went through that shit. We done already made our own lane out of this shit. And right now in 2025, it's shit starting to blossom for a few of us. So it's like, yo, it's time for us to do the work.
Shout out to some specific names I'm gonna drop. I want to shout out McLovin being back in Baltimore. Yep. That's big for me. I mean, that's big for specifically me. He's been we haven't even talked, but just him being out here gets my creativeness, wants me to be more creative than what I am, because he was major to me in various ways in Baltimore culture. Also JR, another one of my faves. I see you, with just everything that he does for our culture, dancing wise, fashion wise. Who else? I wanna say Cookie. Cookie's one of my faves. He also is in the Baltimore DJ underground scene, which is fantastic.
Shout out to the homie Torian.
Torian. Yeah, I'm always gonna call him Cookie.
Yeah, that's what we
and my last one is my my sleeper. Shout out to Jordan Fries in Vegas, bro. I fucks with you heavy, bro. DJ tip, cultural tip. I know sometimes he gets a lot of flack in Baltimore. I'm not really sure, but when he puts together a competition, I feel as if he's putting it together specifically for a dancer's perspective. Just want to shout him out. That's all I got. It was a crazy year for me, 2025. We need to fuck it. I'll just say it. Shout out to H's. Shout out to Skinny Girl. Shout out to them. Shout out to that entire family. Love y'all dearly. Y'all let me in. Y'all continuously let me in. That's a Baltimore Club family whom I love, who I will always love, and just want to give her and her family a special shout out. So that's it for me. She was a big part of my 2025 for sure. I can't go on and say anything, like not say anything about 2025 when it comes to Skinny Girl and H's in general. So, so definitely a special shout out.
About to say, it's all love up here, Skinny.
All love. For me, 2025 was definitely like a year of a lot of, I call it the year of adjustment. I was functioning through like a lot of things at the same time, including my grief. You know, trying to shed, ghosts of the past and things like that. So my plug here, from a mental health advocate standpoint, is just all that we can do every day is the absolute best with what it is that we have. I think that caters to this show in particular, our conversation, and just universally. And we can only do that through allowing what it is to be. And that's like a mantra of mine that I spread and I live by. And it doesn't mean just to live willy-nilly and just, on some YOLO shit. It means like the things outside of your control, you have to surrender them and focus on like your present, where you are currently, the situation, what you can control moving forward, without dwelling too far backwards. And that's my plug there. Individual shout out to anybody that's trying. Shout out to you for making it. I think at this point, this is January when y'all hear this, but I hope that you've taken the time to like reflect and give yourself like the grace that you survived. And just gently declare moving forward that, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Pulling that back to just like the culture, we gotta get more like, I know I ranted about it on the last show, but we have to also learn like that this generation in particular, ours, was built on like unity. It was built on like we all have very heavy relationships because we grew up together. Literally, we transitioned through things together, whether it be getting put out and having somewhere to go and dance band in your space, whether it be traveling to sessions together, whether it be making sure your people's got home, whether it be riding the bus with somebody all the way out to Fox Ridge to make sure they good and riding back, whether it be, making sure you get people's good, people ate. Like, so I think what I would like to see moving forward is just getting back to that as much as possible. And just like, again, pooling the resource, like having these conversations like we have amongst yourselves. Like if the DJs come together and they like, all right, yo, let's talk about this motherfucker Neal just went on here talking about something. I'm fucking with you. But yeah, like this should spark those things. We gotta learn, like, stop taking shit as offense and going on fucking rants, like blind rants over nothing. It's okay to have like to take criticism because they're, what I'm saying? Like we aren't the only people here. And I think I hope that the direction of this show moves people into that. Like, stop fucking talking about it and let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here amongst y'all and like our accolades in the club scene don't match at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we all have very valuable perspectives that all contribute to the conservation of Baltimore Club. And I think that's important. That was my kumbaya. Happy New Year again.
Well, if anything, we are coming to the end of the ShakeOff Podcast, episode 3.
Repeat.
If anything, this was definitely a good talk. I greatly appreciate everybody that's been here today. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been giving us feedback. We did better with the mics this time, so
thank God.
So if anything, you feel me, we hit. Every episode we gonna get better and better, so you feel me, just keep rocking with us, and it's just greatly appreciated that y'all here from episode 1 up until now. It's only been 3, but we got a long way to go. We ain't worried about it being no fast race. This is gonna be a marathon, especially with what we trying to do. Going into 2026, just make sure that you look forward to seeing more interviews with more people that we done grew up with, whether they are producers, DJs, party promoters, dancers, it's the whole nine. There's a lot of people that has made who we are and what we represent come to light, and especially in the time frame of where we came up in this post-Swift era. So like, it's very important that y'all stay tuned because we got some shit for y'all, man. So again, you can catch us on YouTube and you can catch us on Spotify. make sure that you follow us at the ShakeOff Live. Before I get to that part, but the ShakeOff Podcast and Radio on YouTube. You can follow us on Spotify at the ShakeOff Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at the ShakeOff.410. Soon to be TikTok under the same handle. If you have any DJs and producers that are looking to drop music, we looking to do some but some reviews in the near future. So make sure that you drop your links at the ShakeOff Podcast at gmail.com. And also make sure that you tune into the ShakeOff Live each and every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on Ground 3 Radio and on Twitch. But make sure that you download the Ground 3 Radio app on your Apple App Store or Android. It's on both markets. No excuse. You feel me? And shout out to everybody else that's a part of Ground 3 Media. Shout out to OK for having us here, man. We are in Ground 3 Studios right now, so make sure that you hit them up for all your recording needs. Good engineers, good pricing, good space, good vibes. You feel me? Again, this is the People's Champ, AyyMello, with Ducky, Dynamo, BlkTrza. What we going to do? And Neal and Guwap, aka Undisputed Neal. Shout out to Tay on the boards and the camera. And man, we out.